In November 2003, the infamous old fire in Southern California burned down 90,000 acres. 5 people perished. Reading this story brought me great sense of relief. Obviously not because 5 people had lost their lives, but because I had finally found a good speech topic. To my shock, all 5 people had been simply scared to their death. Within minutes of this fortuitous discovery, my brain started humming with ideas, and I turned into a busy bee. Soon I landed on a research paper that stung me back so hard, it almost scared me to death. But I couldn't afford to stop, because if I did, I wouldn't have been able to complete this speech, in which case I would have been stressed to death. You get my point. This leads me to my central concern, that we are stressing ourselves to death and our lives have become so busy that we don't have time to even realize it. So, let's slow down to look at the science behind stress. Then pause to understand the causes of stress. And finally, stop to reflect on what we can do to manage it. According to an article published on January 30th, 2009 in Scientific American, seemingly healthy humans can simply drop dead under 3 circumstances. First, if they are extremely terrified. Second, if they constantly live under moderate stress. And third, believe it or not, if they experience sudden and intense excitement. Walter Cannon, a Harvard scientist in the early 20th century, discovered that our body's natural protective mechanism, called the flight or fight, produces adrenaline, a toxic hormone that can damage organs such as the heart, kidney, and liver. Unfortunately, this hormone is produced not only under stress, but in extremely ecstatic situations, and a large rush of adrenaline can be fatal. The Scientific American article cites an example of a golfer who makes a hole-in-one, turns to his partner with raised arms, and says, "Yes, I could finally die now!" And I guess since he was being granted all his wishes that day, dropped dead right in front of his partner. This has made my life as a junior golfer miserable, because now every time I step up to a par 3 hole, I am terrified that I'm going to make a hole-in-one. Second circumstance that produces dangerous levels of adrenaline is extreme danger. New York City saw a spike in the number of cardiac arrest deaths in the week following the 9/11 attack. According to Dr. Rachel Yehuda at Mount Sinai Medical Center, stressed out parents pass down stress to their children. According to her, a significantly higher number of pregnant women who were in or near the World Trade Center at that time gave birth to children with an altered gene expression, which now affects their response to stress. Dr. Yehuda recorded similar results in children of Holocaust survivors. This brings us to the third cause of stress-inducing hormone adrenaline, which kills the most number of people. Both of my parents were recently diagnosed with Ebola. So, not only am I carrying the virus, but I'm also spreading it as I move around. You have 2 choices. You can either run, or stay back and run the risk of dying with me. No? What else did I expect from a bunch of high achievers ready to put their lives on the line to win a speech contest? You must be thinking, I'm just a mischievous kid crying wolf. Yes, you are right. But only partially. Both of my parents do suffer from Ebola. That is, the extremely busy lifestyle of an adult. The kind of busy that scares me. Now I know, working hard and being busy is essential essential to our success. But should success command such an exorbitant price? Constant stress? This stress has the potential to wipe out the most intelligent species, one hard-working person at a time, until there is none left. Except, of course, for Kim Kardashian, who suffers from a slightly different strand called Ebola Light. That is, the excessively bragging about her opulent lifestyle. So, before we take a look at some common sense solutions, let's stop to reflect on the reason of this #1 life-threatening stress. Do you know what it is? Surprise, surprise! It's time! As societies grow, the value of time keeps on going up. As soon as something starts being financially quantified, we start feeling scarcity of it. Time is no different. Scarcity of time creates an urgency to make every moment count. After a while, staying constantly busy becomes a badge of honor. Research shows that people in New York walk much faster than people in New Guinea. People who are on the run all the time not only include high-level executives, but working moms and hourly wage workers whose hearts are constantly under attack. According to Carolyn Alvin, a professor of human development, people are hardy. They can deal with a few major stress events. But long-term stress, even at a moderate level, can have lethal effects. Now let's find some time to explore what we can do to kill our #1 enemy. Need to get your pesky neighbor 6 feet under who is afraid of heights? Take him on a roller coaster ride to King Dakar. Or want to save grandma from dropping dead on her 90th birthday? Don't throw her a surprise party. Okay, on a serious note, first, get in touch with your inner tortoise. Realize the extraordinary power of nothingness. It will clear your mind. As students of speech, we all know it's a pause in a conversation that makes it even more powerful. If you think by slowing down you will end up becoming the roadkill, change lanes. Second, simplify your tech lives. Once a week, update your spiritual operating system and reboot your internal search engine. A little time away from your smartphone is not going to set you back in the rat race of Facebook likes. Remember, Buddha never had an Instagram account, and he ended up doing just fine. And third, spread awareness to leverage some bragging rights. Kim Kardashian style! Let your loved ones know that feeling rushed all the time is a sign of stress, and they should change the way they perceive and distribute their time. Oh, and don't let anyone tell you that time is money, because if that were true, my brother would be the richest man on earth, because he seems to have all the time in the world. Anyway, I'm not going to spend any time stressing over that. Thank you.